Well, thanks for tuning in to another video this week. We are back at the track for the season opener. Let's not waste any more time, we'll jump right into it.
Alright, let's go drag racing.
Alright guys, today we are running Outlaw Street and Street Truck. So we got to throw the mufflers on the drag truck. We are going to hopefully get 2 test passes per class, so we'll have an opportunity for 4 test passes if we want it. We'll see how the truck's doing. Again, we're going to keep playing with the trans brake launch and see if we can get it dialed in for today. Even if we have to turn it down, I'd rather be consistent than fast. So we'll see what we can do there. Rusty's out here today too. We got Mom's truck out. We'll see what we can do today. Let's go get the trucks unloaded. First one, Street Truck. Second class they called was Outlaw Street, so we just hot lapped it. First one, I had the trans brake at 5,200, and we still spun a little bit. I had a 151 60 foot, and the truck ran a 1093 at 120. Reaction time, I was red 72 and red 36, so if I don't figure out my reaction time here, it's gonna be a pretty short day. Anyways, on the second pass, we had a 152 60 foot instead of a 151, so it still spun a bit. I lowered the trans brake button down to 4,000, and we ended up running a 1089 at 121. So we picked up like 4 or 5 changing the trans brake button, even though we still spun and had a slower 60 foot. We did have a little bit of a tailwind on both passes, so that's got something to do with it. But we'll have 2 more test passes, and then we'll be first round of eliminations. We'll get fueled up, hang out for a minute, and then we'll be back in the lanes. That was our last test pass we get. We're only gonna get the 3 instead of 4 because there's so many people here, and I cannot figure out how to go green. So that was 70 red on that one. Horrendous light. We had a 151 60 foot, and the truck ran a 1092 at 120. So hopefully we can put something together first round. first, and then we had to run street truck. So since I haven't been green all day, I really waited on this one. I was a 125 light. Not good, but green's good. We ended up winning. I dialed an 11.0 and ran it out the back. He barely red lit, and we ran a 1098 on an 11.0 dial, running out the back. Win in round one in Outlaw Street. Then we turned right back around into street truck, dialed 11.0 again. This time a little more comfortable on the light. Had an 039 light. Truck hooked, everything was good. Ran an 11.16 at 104. I let off, caught him 3/4 track or so, and kind of just coasted by. So we won in both of our first classes. We're gonna get the truck cooled off, fueled up, and now we're gonna start getting quicker and quicker. Back to back, round number 2 in Outlaw Street, dialed an 11 flat, had an 034 light, ended up winning with an 11.01. I let out at the end, caught him. So we're on to the next round in Outlaw Street, and then we just ran street truck again, had to go back to back again, not even fuel up. Dialed 11 flat, he went red, barely went red, so we got it. Ran a 1098, ran it all the way out on an 11 flat. Good info. We're gonna fuel up, and we'll be back next round. Dumb move on my part. I let out at the end just a little too much and ended up giving it back to him. So we were out of Outlaw Street, but we did make it to the next round in street truck. And Mom got the bye to the finals. She had a better reaction time. There are 3 of us left in street truck. I'll have to race one more round and see if I get to be the one that races Mom in the finals. That'd be pretty cool. We are the next class up, so we'll be up here in a minute. Let's go over this time slip because it was a crazy close race. But before we do, I want to thank our sponsors real quick. First Rate Property Management, Discount Tire, Soundhound Radio, Lap and Speed and Custom, Quality Alignment, and Property Maintenance Plus. Thank you guys so much. They make it possible for us to race. So let's go ahead and go over this slip, guys. Check it out. I dialed tight. I thought I was going to run a 1096, so I dialed 1096. And funny enough, Dad went ahead and ran over to Mom's car and dialed her a 1096 as well. So we had a heads-up race. Now, Rusty is faster than the drag truck by like a 1/10 or 2/10, depending on the day. Mom had an 068 reaction time. I had an 065 reaction time, so we were right there. Then at the very end, I had it all out. Everything the truck had. I stayed in it the whole way. Mom obviously was just staying just next to me, and I tried everything, but we just couldn't do it. I ran an 1101 on a 1096 dial, and Mom ended up running an 11 flat on a 1096 dial, and the margin of victory was 0.004, so 0.004 of a second. That was a super close race. It was really fun. It's crazy how we just ended up racing each other in the final. That never happens. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. As always, I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, and we'll catch you in the next one.